YouTube. Today I'm going to be showing books I picked up at a quarter bin sale. There was easily 100 bins there full of quarter books. Mostly the Marvel DC stuff. It was either beaten up or not even worth buying. Usually in the quarter bin sales, I float right past them anyways, because there's not too many books that I need that would be in those bins. Everything I need for my collection right now is automatically higher. So no more cheap books. Then that's you know something that just interests me. But these are basically all the independent books, like Eclipse, Image. There's a couple Image in there, a couple other oddball ones that I've never even heard of. But I think the cover looked cool. I flipped through it for a second. Yeah, I picked it up. The first one was actually from a suggestion, not even a suggestion. Some dude posted a picture of a comic, uh, like panel, and I thought it was hilarious. And so I asked him like, what's that from? And the dude's name is, I'll leave a link down below. But his name is E. Nelson Comics and such, and he had Reed Fleming's World's Toughest Milkman. So I thought that was hilarious. And I just saw this like maybe 2 or 3 days before that sale began, and I ended up finding this in there. So I'll show you a couple pages here. But this is definitely staying in my collection. I thought this was hilarious. I mean, down in this panel. To me, that stuff's funny. I don't know. Some people might not find it funny. But I was reading this, I was laughing so hard. I mean, I just like that quirky sense of humor. But this is, let me see here. This is a 5th printing. So, and they also had another copy, so I ended up picking that up too. And this is a 3rd printing. But yeah, if you ever get a chance to check it out, especially for 25 cents, 50 cents, $1, I can't recommend this enough. It's just, it was hilarious. And I probably skipped past that issue a million times digging through bins, and it just took another fellow member of the Instagram community, slash YouTube, that turns you on to something, and it's like, oh man, that's like a great book. So one I bought for the cover, I didn't open it up till I got home. This is a Forbidden Planet, the official adaptation. I love the cover and stuff like that, but I'm not a fan of painted comics, so this is probably not going to stay in my collection. But I bought it for the cover, and I'll read it, and then it's probably not going to stay in my collection. It's a shame because I really like that monster, that robot there. So I was able to pick up a Spawn issue 73. So I've been putting a lot of the Spawn stuff together, or a lot of the Spawn run, especially everything under like issue 50 for less than $1, except for issues 1 and 9, I believe. But everything else I've been picking up for $1 or less, and I paid 25 cents for this. So, but I love Spawn. I didn't collect it when it first came out. It's one of them things where the allowance didn't spread too far there, but now I can buy it for half price. Or what was that? It was $2. So yeah, what was that? 25%? Not even 12%. 12% of the cover price. Another series I'm putting together slowly. Destroyer Duck. I think I have 2 copies of issue 1, and I got a couple more copies or a couple more issues. So I think I need issue 2 and 4. So I don't have that whole run. This is a Frank Miller cover. Just hilarious, all these guns and stuff like that. You can see inside here a little bit. I like this angle. Actually, here at the PGH Zombie channel, I actually spent a little money for the channel here. I got a raise, so I was like, went on Amazon and got the downworld or overhead view. So I might do my books a lot like this from now on when I'm doing haul videos. But Gilligan's Island. Yeah, I'm a huge Mr. Monster fan. I've been piecing together a lot of the stuff that I missed. This is probably a book that would never even, if you can see by the cover here, I'm not even going to go into it, but probably wouldn't probably wouldn't even be published today. So it's just probably could be offensive to some people, I should say. We'll just leave it at that. This one's definitely going into my collection for 25 cents. Wild Storms, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre from the reboot. What was that? God, man, it's like been like what 10 years now, 15 maybe. But yeah. But I just thought that was pretty cool. Got Lady Death. A lot of these issues I buy and I read it one time and then it's not something that's going to be in my collection for the long haul. Dark Horse Annual presents. There we go. This is I bought it for just for the Mr. Monster appearance. A couple of these I recognize like Mask, Flaming Carrot, of course, Black Cross. So I figured, I have the first appearance of Mask. I think he's in issue 10 of Dark Horse Presents, but the other characters I'm not really too familiar with, so it'd be interesting to read, see what that's all about. Whether it'll make it the cut. This is another one that may or may not make the cut. It's the Prowler and White Zombie. I just thought the cover was pretty cool. Plus, White Zombie is that classic horror film. It's a black and white book. But I'm not seeing a lot of cool images, like people's heads getting ripped off and stuff like that. So, I'm just joking. We'll see. This, I believe it's the same people that make the Tick, or publish the Tick, I should say, the New England Comic Press. Thought the cover was pretty cool. It was, I think I got, oh yeah, here it is, right here. So this, this was the book I saw first, and this was actually inside this one, so I'm not sure what happened, but so basically it was 12 cents each. So, but it was like, I felt like a thick book. I was like, oh, looking at. Then when I got home, it was like, because this is a bigger size book, this issue 1 right here, and it was basically like that inside a plastic with a bag and board. So I didn't even I just picked up because of that cover. I thought, oh man, it's pretty sweet. But I do like this cover a lot. I like that one. But again, I'll read it if it's something I'm going to keep in my collection. It's going to be. We'll see how it goes. But the artwork it's pretty cool too. I mean, it's got some pretty cool images. I was a rockabilly werewolf. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to read all these. Like I said, I read the Reed Fleming one. I read a couple others. I thought this was hilarious here. It's the Death of the Goon, the first 39th issue. It's basically just goofing on Marvel and DC because you got the multicolored goons, red, blue, yellow. So I guess that's for for all the Green Lanterns. And this is the goon, a gay Republican Puerto Rican transvestite socialist for Jesus from space. Eric Powell, man, he's too funny. But yeah, this is the hilarious part right here because I actually bought this for $0.25. Collector's edition, buy 5 or 4 for $1. It's another quarter bin next month. Well, not necessarily next month, but a couple years down the line. But yeah, I love that. Man, that's awesome. The Goon was that character I got a couple of the trade paperbacks. So I've been slowly but surely trying to get a couple of the later issues because I think the first 2 first two trade paperbacks. I don't have any of the older, a lot of the I guess the newer stuff. Anything I guess past like 2012. Strange Days issue 3, Eclipse Comics. Basically, I buy these for the Johnny Nemo story. If you don't know who that is, he's basically English Punisher set in the future. He's a couple hundred years old, yeah. But let me see if I can show. Gotta watch some of these Eclipse comics too, because this is a family channel. But yeah, when we were growing up, we always thought, you know, like stuff like this, you know, like, oh man, it's cool. The dude got, you know, got blown, his brains blown out and all that stuff. You know, nowadays it's like, oh yeah, yeah, 14 years old. But yeah, me and my buddies were all huge fans of this guy. And I think I showed it in probably one of my Comic Con hauls that an artist drew this, and I was like, he ended up giving me a great deal because he said nobody knew who the hell that guy was. But yeah, he's too much. This is pretty cool too. Death Dealer. This is issue 4 of 6, cover A. It's a Frank Frazetta cover. I have the Verotic Death Dealer issues. I don't have it. I've never had the Image, and I believe let me see the artist here. He's really good, man. I was like, then I remembered, yeah, when I saw his name. Put this in the middle here. Nat Jones. That they did the at 68, the zombie from I guess it's from 1968. So you can see that. I'm gonna just skip a couple pages here because I thought the last part was pretty cool, man. I mean, that's badass right there. Not sure how it's turning up on the. But yeah, so I have the Death Dealer from, like I said, Verotic Comics. But this will be the first issue that I've had from this Image one. For a quarter, it's not worth a try. And hey, worst comes to worst, you got a cool Rosetta cover. Survive. Those of us from the that were born in the 70s into the 80s there all remember this really well. Nuclear holocaust on the verge of happening. So this is basically I read this one. I was super stoked to get this for a quarter. I've seen it other places, but basically all hell breaks loose, and this guy, you can see neighbors. He's building a bunker and stuff like that. He hides his family in there, and all the neighbors laugh. I believe that was like a Twilight Zone episode also, where yeah, they're all making fun of the guy until the shit happens. So he's all and he just goes through what happens. People trying to break in and stuff like that. I'll get all the way to the end here. So I don't know if there was any other issues that came out, because I didn't do any research or also known as Google it, but it says, want to see more, then write. You got to, I guess, from Greencastle, Pennsylvania. I think it's on the other side of PA. But it's yeah, I wanted to see more, so I guess you got to send in to get the rest of the story. But it leaves off where they're with his family and stuff like that. But it's pretty crazy. I enjoyed it, man. It just like took me back to the times where, you know, hiding under your desk and all that stuff, you know, when the big one hits. Another one, I'm not sure if it's going to be in my collection, but I wanted to look at it, or wanted to read it. It's Dale Keown. It's probably some of his earliest work. But I'll just show a couple pages of that. Like I said, I just wanted to, yeah, I noticed like his other work and stuff like that, but I've never seen anything like that before from him. So this is the first time. For a quarter, it's worth a try. Another Mr. Monster book. I believe I already own this one. But I figured if I'm ever going to meet Michael T. Gilbert, I want to have a couple things for him to sign, and I don't want to have to go hunting these issues down. So for a quarter, I'll end up getting one of these, this one signed, or my other copy signed. Then I'll have at least a reader. You can see the inside there a little bit. Last but not least, this was hilarious when I saw this. It's Samurai Funnies featuring the Texas Chainsaw Samurai. So yeah, this is too much, man. I was reading it on the way home and I didn't get a chance to finish it. But I'll show you something pretty cool that I was. I better take this off so I don't get a strike here. Hold on. No, I won't be able to find it. Blank screen. This is just like so 80s, it's not even funny. Got Reagan's Raiders. They take over where Rambo left off. Got Ronnie. Well, somebody's gonna get some of this. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I've never read it before, and I was reading it, and I was just like, it's pretty funny, man. I just love this stuff. It just got that off the wall stuff to it, or off the wall humor and everything I could enjoy about comics like that. So, all right, guys, please check out my Instagram. It's down below. Also, check out E. Nelson Comics and such for showing that books. I love stuff like that. I love finding new stuff from Instagram, from YouTube. So anytime I find something, I always try to give credit where credit's due, and that's just. So thank you again if you're watching this for turning me on to that. That's hilarious. So we'll talk to you next time, and thanks for watching.